Hello everyone, we are from Group 3. For today, we will be showing you how we created the SAC Modeler and Story Builder using our own BANA 1 dataset. So let us now proceed with our SAC Modeler. First, we log into our SAP account, then we click on Files, and click on the Group 3 File section. Then we click Create or Add Model, and then Create New Model. Select Start with an empty model and click Create. Now we will add measure. We'll name this Age, and the description will be Age of the respondents. After this, we create dimension, name it dataset, click Add, and then we save the file. We will name this under the Group 3 file. Group 3 Final Output. And the description will be SAC Modeler. Click Save. Now we'll click on the Edit Dataset. So we'll see this. Then we'll go to the Excel file of our dataset and copy first the member ID of the respondents. Then we'll proceed to creating the property. First, we'll name the ID the status. Create. Click Create. Next would be the range of allowance. Then we'll click Create again. Next would be the shopping frequency. And another would be the method of shopping. Then we will now proceed to repeating the process for all questions.
Moving on, first is to put all of the questions for price. So we'll add another property for each question and ensure that the name in your Excel file should be the same name that you'll put in the ID. So first is for price Q1. Then add another property for price Q2. Just repeat the same process for all of the other questions for price. Then lastly, price Q10. So after adding all of the questions for price, we'll now move on to the quality. So it is the same process. So add another property, then put quality Q1, then add another property for quality Q2, and just repeat the same process for all of the other questions. Then lastly, price Q10. So after adding all of the questions for price, we'll now move on to the quality. So it is the same process. So add another property, then put quality Q1. So lastly, quality Q10.
So moving on, we will now create new properties for 10 more questions for convenience. So here we name our ID convenience Q1 for question 1. And then we name another one for question Q2 for your second question. And then you repeat the process 10 times over until you get to convenience Q10. So after we're done creating 10 properties for convenience, we will now proceed to do the same for our 10 more questions for security. So here we named it security Q1, then the second one will be named security Q2, then we create, then security Q3, and so on until we get to security Q10. So after we're done creating 10 more properties for security, we will now go back to our data set and we will try to highlight each and every data from price Q1 to security Q10. And then we're just going to paste it in our modeler. So be sure to include all the data from status to security Q10. Okay, now we should double check if we managed to get every data that we have. It seems like we did not, so let's go redo copy and pasting our data. So here, we paste it again. And then let's check again if we have included each and every data. Then we're going to save our modeler. And let's go back. And now we are done with our data set.
So for this part of the video naman, we'll be adding measures sa model structure using the dataset na nakuha natin last sem. So yung dataset na to is consist of 4 sets with 10 question each, so 40 lahat siya. The categories of our dataset is price, quality, commerce, and security. Bali, ganyan na yung gagawin. Yung sa name, lalagay natin yung category din yung number of question. For example, ito question number 2. Then sa data type naman, isi-select natin yung integer. So, okay. We'll be doing that for the rest ng nasa dataset. Price, quality, security, and yung commerce. So, after nito, maglalagay naman tayo ng formula by adding calculations, pero it will be discussed later thoroughly. Pero with that, since repetitive process nga ito, i-fast forward na lang namin yung for the benefit of time and magpo-proceed dun sa calculations.
Ang next natin is calculations. Then add calculated measures. Then ang una nating name is mean age. Then description, minimum age. Sa formula naman, minimum, then age of respondents, next, add calculated measures ulit, pero max age naman yung name. Then sa description, maximum age. Then sa formula, maximum, then age of respondents ulit. Then next naman na name is price mean. Then sa description, mean of price factor. Then sa formula, ilalagay natin yung lahat ng price Q1, price Q2, hanggang price Q10 siya. Then after ng price Q10, di-divide siya sa ten. Next is quality mean. Ang description is mean for quality factor. Then sa formula naman, quality Q1 hanggang quality Q10. Then after natin malagay hanggang quality Q10, i-divide ulit siya sa 10. Next naman is, ang name is convenient mean. Convenience mean. Then ang description is mean for convenience factor. Then convenience Q1 hanggang convenience Q10 ulit. Then, pag nalagay na hanggang convenience Q10, divide ulit siya sa 10. Next naman is security mean. Ang name and sa description, mean for security factor. Then sa formula, security Q1 hanggang security Q10 ulit. Then, pag nalagay na hanggang security Q10, divide ulit siya sa 10. Then, after nun, save na natin muna.
After going back to data management, we will now import our file. So we click the import jobs, import, then file, then we select our file that we are about to import, and we wait. And once it loaded, we will wait for its status, then click setup import. There it is, setup import. Then we once again wait for it to load. It might take a few seconds, so please be patient. Now once it loads, we'll go to map to facts, then drag respondents to the dataset, then next. Just keep on clicking next. Once natapos na siya mag-load, pindutin natin yung run import, then we click finish. Wait lang ulit natin siya mag-load. Makikita natin uploaded na siya kapag puro yung status niya is may mga check na. Ayun, so nag-uploaded na siya. Balik na tayo ng model structure.
Hello, so we're just going to select stories, then canvas, and then we're just going to click on the classic design experience. Then click create. Now we're going to add table with our existing SAC Modeler model. So from there we have a table, and then we're just going to edit the title from group click final to our dataset table, and also the page number, page title. We're just going to edit it to a dataset. Once we rename, we're going to add in our rows our dimensions, which is the status, shopping frequency, range of allowance, and method of shopping. For our columns, in our measure, we're just going to set filters for them. So we click all members, and we're just going to untick the relevant measures for our dataset table and click OK. And there you have it. We have our dataset table. We're going to do next our demographics. Presentation of our demographics, we're just going to add chart. And for this presentation, we're going to use the donut chart. So we're just going to change our title, which is age per status. And then in our measure, we're just going to add the age of the respondents. And for our dimension, from our dataset, we're just going to select the status. There you have it. We're just going to repeat the same methods until we get to present all of our demographics. So we're still going to use donut chart. Going to use the age of the respondents, and for the dimension, we're just going to use shopping frequency. And from there, if we want to change the colors of the donut chart, we can actually change it if we wanted. Next, we're just going to repeat the same procedures. We're going to add measures, age of the respondents. For our dimension, we're going to use range of allowance. And again, we're just going to edit the colors of our donut chart. Then insert chart again. Going to use donut for our measure. Going to use the age of the respondents, and for the dimension, we're going to use the method of shopping. And we're just going to edit the title of the chart. So we're going to edit it to age per shopping frequency. Here in this chart, we're going to set it as age per range of allowance. And for the last donut chart, we're going to use age per method of shopping. Preferred method of shopping, I mean. And then we're just going to edit the page title. Yeah. It is our demographics profile. Donut chart. Yes, there you have it. We created our demographics profile using donut chart. Just going to arrange it. So we're going to add again a table for our mean per factor. So we're just going to edit the page header title mean per factors. And we're going to do first the mean of the price. So for our dimension, we're just going to tick the dataset dimension and set the measures for the price and for the mean of the price factor. There you have it. We have the table for the mean for the price mean, I mean. And then we're just going to add table again and repeat the same procedure. So for this time, we're going to create the quality mean table. So again, we're just going to use the data set as our dimension, and for the columns, we're just going to take the quality questions, quality measures, and the mean for quality factor. And for the last one, we're going to add table again. Change the title to convenience mean. So we're going to get the convenience mean. So in our row, we're going to add dimension and we're going to use the data set again for the dimension. And for the measure, we're just going to get the convenience measure and the convenience mean. And there you have it. You can also edit the table, and I'm just rearranging the size of the table. And that is all.